How's everybody doing? Welcome back to my channel. This week I'm going to be doing a 2 days back-to-back outer sleeve cover up. So with that being said, let's get this day started. Let's go. I am here in Miami. I flew in yesterday. I'm having a meeting with Dynamic. And that makes me really excited because I never imagined that I was gonna be partnering up with Dynamic to create this cover-up seminar. And I'm also gonna be pitching my idea of creating an ink set with Dynamic that's specifically for cover-ups. Regardless of what happens today, I'm really proud of myself. I wanna thank my wife. She's the one who keeps me motivated. I owe her everything. I also have an amazing family, my father, my in-laws, and I also have a really good group of friends. All their support, it's not for nothing. I'm here. It has been an amazing 10-year journey for me, and it just got better. In this last 8 years, I tried every single brand you can think of, all the great sets. After so many years, I discovered the perfect combination of inks to make sure that it's a successful cover-up. And Dynamic and I are collaborating, and we are making the first ever cover-up ink set. And I gave them the exact formula and how to do it that's gonna allow you to be able to do every single cover-up. Heading to my consultation, I was really excited because I was going to do a super dope cover up for my client. He had submitted his application, and as soon as I saw what he wanted, I definitely knew that I could get it done for him. And that you wanted to get it, not redone, covered up with a different wolf, right?
Yeah, something like this one?
Yeah, this one. Is that with the homies too?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was like, hey bro, I want a tattoo. He brushed it, and it just looked, honestly, it looked worse than this. I actually had someone else come in and mess around with it.
Oh, so there's a touch-up on it.
Yeah, a touch-up.
Wow. Okay.
My name is Ryan, born and raised in Arizona. I'm 32. I work at Sanderson Ford. So if you guys ever need any work, come down to Sanderson. We'll take care of you. And I love tattoos. Always have and always will, and I can't wait to get more.
During the consultation, I kept staring at his left sleeve just because I was thinking that the left arm was way worse than the tattoo he had on his forearm. And I didn't want to offend him in any way.
And this one, yeah.
So you got selected for both?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's what I was like. I emailed back, I'm like, bro, like, what's the process of doing?
He ended up telling me that he submitted an application to get his left sleeve covered up. And when I heard that, I'm like, why aren't we doing the left sleeve instead of this wolf on your forearm? So I ended up telling him, hey man, let's just get it done. I got you. I'm able to get it done. I'm leaning towards the arm.
Yeah.
It's bothering me.
It's pissing you off.
It's pissing me off. So this one, the wolf, it's not like something that you look at and you're like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, if you don't mind, I would want to take that on.
When I got to go and meet Riaz at the restaurant, it was amazing. You know, at first I was a little nervous, you know, meeting someone and trying to find out who they are. But when I sat down, it was nothing but respect. And, you know, within 10 minutes, I already knew that I wanted to get all my work done by him. It seems like he takes his time and his passion and gives it to you. And it makes you feel like you already know that you have the right person doing this.
But it is finally time.
I'm ready.
Are you nervous at all?
I want to say I'm nervous, but I'm not because I already know I'm going to leave happy. I'm getting covered up my space theme on my upper arm, and I'm definitely not happy with what I have now. So I know whatever he puts on is going to be amazing.
We went over so many ideas, horror, culture, religion, and we ended up just deciding on just redoing the sleeve with the same theme because he already had a galaxy, and I just felt like it was the perfect concept to just give him a brand new sleeve with the same theme. Day one, my approach is gonna be not planning anything ahead, but just going with the flow. I'm gonna let whatever he already has on his arm tell me what to do and just freehand it. The reason why I'm taking this approach, it is because when it comes down to doing galaxies, I have a lot of knowledge and I study so many different pictures that I'm able to create my own galaxy out of memory. In there, I'll know exactly what to do with that corner. As far as the purples that I have here, I am gonna cover those up because I feel like they don't help me at all. Especially there's too much transition going on between blue, black, purple to yellow. So there's not a lot I can do there. So I'm gonna be covering that up. And I'm gonna make this into actually a asteroid. Right?
Asteroid.
Asteroid. That would give it a nice look to it. Maybe even here too, with tiny ones around. Some blues. I am gonna use this blue though, now that I'm starting to see the shape of everything. And I'm adding a whole bunch of texture all over the place because there's a lot going on here. And I'm gonna be using most likely a 14 round liner to be able to cover up the everything that has a lot of black around. It is 10 years old, so the ink, it is weak. So I'm gonna be able to play around with it a little bit more. There is a planet here already, so I might be using that to my advantage. But I won't know until I'm there. There is a asteroid here already, so I'm gonna just enhance it a little bit more. I like the way it looks there with a couple stars going around. There's another Milky Way here on the elbow area. That doesn't really help me at all, so I'm gonna be covering that up as well. Here on the top, there's so many lines going all over the place. I gotta really figure out what to do there because I wanna be clever about it and be able to cover that up with, you know, style and make it flow. I don't want to just add black because my first instinct was to just add black from here down, adding a whole bunch of stars. But I feel like that's not really gonna make this piece stand out. So there's two options. Either depending on as soon as I hit this area, that will let me know what to do in this corner. But I am thinking about adding another meteor here, a smaller one, to give it more motion to the galaxy. There's gonna be a shooting star somewhere. I'm not sure if it's gonna be here or here. But I feel like those little things will let me know once I'm there. But yeah, when it comes down to galaxies, what I would recommend for everybody that's trying to do a galaxy theme, it is to study the galaxy first. Study not just an image, but study different images and different things that you like from different pictures, and graph what you like the most out of all the pictures you already collected, and figure out where to put them, you know, like a puzzle piece. I want to use bright colors that are able to make the whole sleeve brighter. This blue, I really like it because I can go from a darker blue to a lighter blue. This red stays true to its color, so I really like that a lot from World Famous. And as far as my yellow, I want like a thick yellow that I'm able to cover up what he has underneath. And this is not a transparent yellow, so that's really going to help me out a lot. Alright, I'm gonna get started with this outer sleeve cover up. It's insane, there's so much going on here, but I know that I'm gonna be able to do something amazing with this just because it has been 10 years, so I'm pretty sure the ink is a little bit weaker than what it appears. And I'm gonna be doing a galaxy theme on top of a galaxy theme, just because I feel like we can be able to build on this project a lot better following the same theme. And as far as my little selection, 14 mile liner with the 5.0 voltage, and I added a few meteors and a few asteroids going all over the place, just so it can give me the flexibility to build and create something new. And I'm gonna be able to cover it up completely, especially this area here on the back. It is insanely scarred and very butchered. Is that the word for it? The right word?
Butchered.
Butchered.
Yeah.
But what did I say? Butchered?
Butchered?
What the hell? Here we go. Ready?
I'm ready.
I'm asking him. Not you.
We're all ready.
The way I'm going to be approaching this tattoo, it is using a 14 rod liner with a voltage of a 5.0. And the reason why I'm using a liner, it is because I really need a liner to give me that texture that I'm looking for in a galaxy, to make it look like there's so much going on with the stars, the meteors, and the comets. And I definitely feel like a MAC is not going to give me that. And the reason why a MAC wouldn't give me that, it is because the MAC is meant to do solid colors and a lot of soft tones, and I'm not looking for soft colors. I'm looking for a lot of depth with texture.
I don't really like Will Ferrell either. I think everybody like boosts him up.
Avery, he don't like Will Ferrell either. Day one is going really good. I feel really amazing. The fact that I'm just creating as I'm going, I feel very artistic right now. I am not using any references. I am not using any pictures. I'm just going based on what I feel and how I want to make the tattoo look. And it's helping me a lot, because now I'm navigating and making sure that everything that he has on his arm, I'm taking pieces from what he already has and making it work. As far as the color choice, I am just going with the flow too. I'm just feeling myself, you know what I mean? Like if I see an area that needs blue, I'm gonna add blue. And then as soon as I get past that specific area and I move to a different area, then the tattoo is gonna tell me, hey, I think I need some turquoise here, or I need some yellow, I need some red. So I'm going with the flow, I'm having fun, and it's working out. Approach galaxies is, I rely a lot on my black to be able to make the colors pop a lot more. I really, this is just personal style, where I really like the way color pops next to black. When I see a whole bunch of color on galaxies, I feel like it can look a little too flat for me. But like I said, this is the way I approach it. I have my 14 round liner here with my solid black, and I start tackling it as like with my scribble technique. I go at it. And what I'm doing here is just creating the map and helping me figure out where I should add the color. And I'm running my machine at 5.0 voltage. I can be able to layer up every single tone and every color. I really like the purple, but I definitely want to rely more on my blue, just because I really like how the blue looks on skin, and it feels, in my opinion, like I said, it feels a little bit better than purple. Purple can tend to get a little bit darker when it heals, but purple somehow maintains the brightness. So my purple is just to give it a little hints here and there, not so much to take over the whole entire galaxy, but just little hints to just make it feel like there's more than one color, the illusion. But this is the process that I'm going to be doing throughout. For cover-ups like this, it can get very complicated just because there's so much going on. Sometimes pre-planning a design is not the way to go. That's what makes a cover-up very complicated, because it's so unexpected. You just got to be ready for the unexpected, and that's hard to really get prepared for, because I know a lot of artists they need to be prepared weeks in advance, and they got to be able to see everything on their tablet. But unfortunately, cover-ups are not going to allow you to do that, because they can go south any minute. You just got to be ready to fix, alter, or switch it up on the moment, because you never know what can get thrown your way, and you can't just copy paste a tattoo onto a cover-up. So that's definitely what makes a cover-up complicated. I'm gonna begin on the meteor area. So the way I'm gonna approach this, it is very important for me to go super dark around the meteor, so I can give it the illusion that like it's glowing. So I have to be very careful to not letting the meteor look too empty. The number one thing that I'm going to be doing with this, it is adding solid black all the way around and fading it out to blue. And then as far as this area, the yellow is going to help me a lot to give it that glowing look. So I'm excited for that. And then based on the way I see the way this one turns out, I'll figure out what to do with this one. But for right now, I want to focus on this before thinking about this.
The last tattoo I got was for my mom that passed away. So it was a good experience to get that. But yeah, that was a long time ago, and I'm ready to jump back in because it is something I'm passionate about, and I can't wait for him to let my vision come true. It's harder because now, like, you know, like I'm kind of starting to lose her voice, how she sounded, like, so I have to like go back and like try to find some videos where I can hear her, but.
So I'm assuming you guys were close.
Yeah.
Very close. Wow. Is it something that just happened randomly and you were unexpected?
It was weird because like it was kind of slow because like, you know, she's been drinking and we're trying to like get her help and you know, and I remember like seeing her eyes like kind of turning yellow, and that's like a sign of like the liver failing.
Yes.
And so we're like, hey mom, like you got to get help. And so she went. You know what sucks is after she got help and quit, that's what got her killed because she quit too soon.
Yes.
And so she didn't like process it. And I just remember being at work and like my grandpa that never comes to my job is like, hey, your mom's in the hospital. And it sucks because like she had the tubes in before I got there, so I never got to hear her.
No, last time. When my client was telling me about his mom and how much she meant to him, I could really see how much this tattoo means to him, you know, so it definitely inspired me, and it gave me that motivation to give it a lot more meaning, a lot more significance, to add different colors, add different details on the constellations, and I'm just feeling very honored the fact that he chose me to do this tattoo for him. It's giving me a better idea now on what to do here, and I really like the fact that even without me doing anything with it, it already looks like a super dope planet. So I'm just gonna enhance it, add some craters, add some texture to it. Like I can already see this right here can become a crater, if that's the right term. I hope I'm saying the right term. A little mini volcano.
Yeah.
I can already see it, and like I said, and one thing that I'm doing today is that I'm not using any references, you know. I'm just doing what's from what I remember from all the galaxy pieces I've studied in the past, and I'm just making the right moves. I'm trying to make the right moves in every single area and see what fits, you know. So it's in the bag already. It's done. Like, no questions in my mind. This shit is done.
That's crazy,
It's
bro.
a whole different arm.
When we're done with the whole arm, I'm gonna be like, it's going to be weird.
You've been looking at the same arm for 10 years.
Yeah,
bro.
doing nothing about it. Like,
Day one was amazing. I really love the fact that the tattoo looks really bright, and you can see a thing from the previous tattoo. So it's a super dope cover up, and I could see my client. He looked really happy and excited.
I'm so fucking happy. That's like insane.
Fuck yeah. Day two, what I'm gonna be doing, it is doing a skull on the bottom section because he really loved the skulls and he requested it. So I'm more than happy to get it done for him, and I know it's gonna look amazing.
Last night was a little rough. Yeah, right when I got home, I showed my wife. She just laughed and smiled like, that's crazy what he could do. It looks 10 times better. It almost looks like I don't even have the same tattoo. So it's a good sight.
Today is day two, and I'm feeling really good about this project. Yesterday was amazing just because the outer sleeve is just coming together super nice. The colors look really vibrant. So because of yesterday, now it gives me a better idea of what I'm supposed to do today with the skull that we're gonna be doing. So it's gonna be an easy day. It's gonna be a fast day too, and we are gonna get through it at a good pace. Today I'm going to be focusing a lot more with the color turquoise just because the top has a lot of blue already, and I feel like it's going to be a really nice contrast going from black, blue to a little bit of red, turquoise, and black. And I think that's going to really set this off in a way that is going to look amazing and it's going to pop.
I mean, I've always enjoyed space and what's really out there. And I have the telescope for my mom that passed, which, you know, that was our thing, looking up at the stars and, you know, kind of just seeing what's out there. And now that Kevin's been able to revamp my space, it kind of ties in that way. And I'm just happy it looks a lot better.
The trickiest part about today is trying to figure out how to go from black to transition it onto the turquoise. So I'm just gonna go with the flow and see where the tattoo is gonna tell me to transition. I am not using a reference, I'm just going based on what I know about skulls, so I can really figure out where to put the contrast and where to put the highlights. And if you're an artist wondering why I don't use a reference and for a skull or the galaxy, and I just gotta say that I feel like I can do better work when I don't have a reference telling me what to do every step of the way. I feel very creative and very artistic when I don't have to follow a reference. I feel really free when I can just do whatever I want to make sure that tattoo is gonna look amazing. My client has an amazing vibe. I really love talking to him. He has a good energy, and you can just tell he's a genuine person, you know. So the fact that he got this tattoo covered up after 10 years, and I could see his energy just change and shift into, you know, happier person, you know, the fact that that's gone and he's been regretting that tattoo for so many years, I could definitely see his confidence just went up the roof.
Yeah, I'm already like gonna be bugging Kevin about my other arms, you know. Of course I gotta finish my inner sleeve. We just finished the outer sleeve, and yeah, I'm hoping I can have him bust out my other arm, or even just find something new to give Kevin, because that dude's on another level. He's such a down-to-earth person that it's someone that you're gonna want to deal with. It's not some random guy, and it doesn't seem like you guys connect. He's definitely easy to communicate with, and like I said, he just looks out for you as his client, and it feels good having someone like that doing your tattoos.
The way this tattoo turned out, I'm really happy with it, and I'm excited to really post it just because it has so much significance to my client, and I was able to deliver this tattoo in a way where it connects to his mom, and that makes me really happy.
Yeah, man, I just got done and it looks amazing. I'm so thankful for how it looks. There's things that I didn't even think was possible that he was able to do. It's outstanding. There's nothing like it, and I'm ready for the next one.
Thank you so much for coming back and watching this brand new video. I really appreciate you. And do you have a tattoo that you regret? And if so, tell me the story behind it and where'd you get it done. And if you had a chance to get it covered up, what would you get? So with that being said, if you're a tattoo artist, I hope you learned something from this video. And if you're a tattoo enthusiast, I hope you were entertained. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.